What's good, YouTube? We back at it again with another video, my nigga. I told y'all, like, we becoming more consistent, my nigga. And that's what I love to see right there. For not only me and for y'all, cause I got certain niggas in the comments saying, oh, you got a problem with your consistency. Oh, where's J-Homer on my lunch break? So yeah, here's another one. I appreciate y'all. The last video got mad love too. Mind you, the video that got 900 right now, I had to trim it in order for it to not be blocked globally. See what I'm saying, bro? It's not even like this the shit I be talking about, bro. Cause it's like when a nigga trying to be consistent, trying to be something in life, guess what YouTube gonna do? They see young black man shining. Now I gotta trim your whole video 4 minutes when it was 19 fucking minutes. I might as well delete the shit. But I'm gonna leave it up for y'all boys. It's chopped up, but you know, hey, I gotta get the watch time somehow, some way, right? We reacting to the goddamn, basically, this narcissist nigga doesn't want to claim his daughter. Yeah, nigga. He basically saying he not the dad, but he really is the dad, but he not the dad when he really is, my nigga. If you get it, if you know, you know. Like, comment, subscribe. We went from 668 last week. Now we at 680. Hey, a win's a win. A win's a win. I appreciate it. Do the same thing for that video. Let's get straight into it.
I feel like I've been lied to for 23 years. When Jade's mother got pregnant,
What y'all predicts is, chat?
I was an active parent Jade's entire life. And then, just last year, I'm finding out, talking to my daughter, or who I think is my daughter, I'm like, you know, I would have been there when you was born.
What y'all predicts is, chat?
He was there.
What it is? Wait.
He who?
He?
It's the fun part. I find out Jade's mother had been with another man.
Whoa.
While she was with me. He was at Jade's birth. He celebrated birthdays and holidays with her on different days.
How did you not peep that though?
Birthday I got, like her birthday's May 23rd. So it's like I would have the 15th, but he's got the 23rd.
How he got that? Hold on. How? Are you going for that?
On Jade. So if it turns out that she's not mine, I'm gonna be pissed. I can't even think of everything I bought her. Money-wise, it's been over 60 grand. Well over. I told Jade that, you know, if it turns out that I'm not her dad, I definitely have to walk away because I feel like she's
I don't think that's the dad. I don't think that's the pappy, chat.
He does. If he don't get it, I do. Some mother's fault I'm in this position and I need answers.
He ain't lying.
All right, we'll talk to Horus shortly,
cracking
but let's
everybody.
start with Jade's side of the story. So
that's all I'm
please
trying to tell y'all, chat. Get y'all a good one.
So
good, Jade.
As we were both hearing what he was saying in that video, you were nodding your head the entire time. So how do you feel about what he said?
I feel like he didn't tell the whole truth.
Okay, what was the truth?
He was in and out of my life as he pleased. He really didn't want anything to do with me until after I was over 18.
Okay.
He's gotten me one birthday present, and it was a present my mother told him not to buy me.
Got it.
Which was a cell phone.
So he never gave you birthday gifts other than one. He was in and out of your life.
My mom was mom and dad.
Got it.
Christmas. And she would always give me presents from him because
Type
she didn't want
shit.
me to feel like he didn't care.
Okay, because I was going to ask you.
But she never once threw him under the bus.
Never once. Because I was going to ask you how was Horus as a father, but it sounds like he wasn't that good to you.
No.
Not at all. Was he there for you emotionally at all?
Sometimes. A lot of things have happened where he doesn't believe me in what I say, and that's not okay.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I'm your daughter. You're supposed to stand by my side, be my hero, be my whatever, you know?
And you mean you would tell him stuff that were happening to you that was going on in your life, you needed support, and he wouldn't believe you?
Right.
Got it. So what happened when you visited Horus at 14?
Me and his wife got into a little scramble, and he kicked me out at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
What?
Not on the safest part of Rochester. And finally at midnight, my
mom
came and got me, but before they came and got me, my brother had snuck me out a portable phone charger. He had went somewhere, and he pulled back in and saw the light from the portable phone charger and took it, and then continued to throw all my stuff in the road.
Wow.
And how old were you at that point?
I was 14.
14 years old.
Wow.
14 years old. I'm
That's
so sorry
crazy.
that happened to you. how did
That's
you first
fucking
learn that
crazy.
Horus might not be your father?
Me and my mom were having a heart-to-heart, and she was like, honestly, I was with the other man way before, like for way longer, and then he told me he was leaving to go pursue college, and that's when I met your father.
So you've known about this other guy for years.
About 2 years.
2
But
years.
he's always been involved in my life.
Always been involved in your
Always.
life. And when he was involved in your life, did you have any inclination? I know
I
you
need to
just
see what
found
this other
directly
nigga
2
look
years ago,
like,
but those other
'cause-
times, it
Not
just seemed
really.
like, what,
I
would you
mean,
call
I-
him uncle or like
Nope.
that was a family friend?
Me and his kids grew up together. They were always at the house. You know, we were like brother and sister anyways. He checks on me pretty much every day to see if I'm okay.
Still to this day?
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
okay.
And honestly, I feel like, not to be rude, but he has been there more than Horus has
Got
been.
it.
Damn.
So who did you know as your father growing up?
Horus. And I
Okay.
let him be in and out of my life as he pleased because I wanted that father
Yeah,
figure.
father figure, okay. What was Horus's reaction when you told him the news?
He was pissed, and he said, if it turns out you're not mine, I'm probably going to go to jail because I'll kill your mother.
Oh.
He said, I'm going to kill your mother? Whether it's
Basically
figurative.
his words, yes.
So, yeah, whether you're joking or not,
That's crazy.
to
That's
tell
crazy
that
work.
to the child
That's
is so
crazy.
damaging and hurtful, and I'm so sorry.
Well, there's
Like-
times when I was little, and he would be in and out of my life, and he'd text my mom out of the blue. You can tell her she's dead to me. She's like, how am I going to tell an 8-year-old that her father says she's dead to him?
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. So has
yeah,
Horus
that
treated you
nigga.
any differently since finding out he might not be your father?
Yeah, so he was supposed to buy me a TV for my new apartment, and now it's, oh, I'm not buying you anything until I know if you're mine or not.
What?
So when was the last time you've seen Horus?
2 to 3 months ago.
2-3 months ago. Okay. And do you feel like your relationship is really estranged right now?
He's been more in contact with me since I turned 18, since I've been over 18. But anytime before that, I don't really remember him being there.
Because how old are you?
I'm 22.
22. Okay.
Said 23. I'm not even 23. I'm 22.
22. Got it. I think it's time to hear what Horus has to say about all of this. So please welcome Horus to the show.
Yeah,
How do you
Horus,
feel about
bring
what
your
we
ass
just
on the
said?
stage, nigga.
Which part do you want me to call?
What he said?
Any part you feel like is BS?
I think the only thing that she got right next to my name was the fact that she asked me for a TV. And I did take her other sister shopping. And I did say, you know, I kind of want to fall back because I don't know if she's mine or not, because I don't want to spend money on another man's child.
How do you feel you've been as a father?
I've been great. Compared to her mother?
My mother was my mom and my dad for 18 years.
Why are we here?
Because you wanted to find out. And I wanted
Want
to find out as well.
what? If who's your father. So we're
Right.
here because your mom couldn't decide who she wanted to.
Oh.
No. Let's call it what it is.
Shit.
We 100% sure know that's your mother.
Uh-huh.
We 100% know that's your mom. There's no denying that.
Okay.
Tell me what your father's name is.
Nah, he said, tell me what your father name is, nigga. Who your dad, nigga? Who your dad is, nigga? How you gonna pull that card on your own daughter? Like, that nigga up to no good, Chad. He said, who your dad is, though? Me and him. Like, the truth hurt, but, like, he do got a point. But he
Okay, then.
ain't
So
shit.
we're not here because of anything I may have did or not did 21 some odd years ago. Okay?
But my question is, from your opinion, how do you
He a
feel like
little
you were
sassy,
a father?
though.
Yes, we understand that
Yeah,
because of the
like,
mother's
he
decision. I
deflecting the
agree with you.
question.
You are here because of this. And neither you nor you deserve not to have that clarity. But for the most of her life, you were under the impression that you were the only man, that you were the father. So what I'm trying to get context is, those years when you knew you were the father, when you
What's y'all
believed you were
thinking,
the
Chad,
father,
bro?
do you believe that you were in her life and that you supported her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was there when I was called upon. And then if she got mad, if your mother got mad, it was, well, she's XYZ's anyway.
No.
How old were you to say no? How old were you? You were like a baby, so you can't say I didn't hear that. Of course, you
So
wouldn't
if
know
you
if you
knew
did.
back then, why didn't you get it done when I was born?
Because And there's a very good reason for that, because I was not on your birth certificate, so I couldn't take your mother to court, not legally being your father.
No. What was your reaction when you found out you may not be Jade's father?
I was livid, but like, it was, there are certain instances in the past that like didn't add up to me. But then when the other person came into play, it's like all those dots started to connect.
Got it. So all this started making sense. How many kids do you have total?
Biologically?
Biologically.
6.
You have 6
Damn.
kids. Okay.
So what happened when my mom had to find plans when I was only 8 years old and you put me on the curb on the south side because your wife didn't want me in the house?
Oh, that's crazy.
First off, anytime at that time my wife said anything to you and I didn't like, she got checked.
Do you feel protected?
But you checked me when she told you what she told you in Rochester and kicked me out at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
I remember the Rochester one very well because you flipped out and I was like trying to get calmer heads in the whole house and you walked out and I said, fine, you want to go, go. I'm not going to deal with it.
That's not what happened, but okay.
Please
you can
tell
ask
me.
my brothers. They'll tell you the same thing. They snuck me out a portable phone charger, and when you got home, you took it from me and threw it on my road.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
You got
You threw everything in the road.
Wow.
And
like,
I took a picture and sent it to my mother of all my stuff.
I know he lying. I know he did it because this nigga staring at the ceiling. Why is he staring at the fucking ceiling so much? He's guilty conscious, my nigga. I know he did that shit. And he like, damn, how can I come up with some bullshit to say on the spot? Like, he's stuttering too. Why the fuck he staring at the ceiling so hard, chat? Look.
Stuff in the road.
My whole thing is, where the is this coming from?
Oh.
Do you talk to all your kids this way?
The ones that are disrespectful.
Oh.
I have a reason to be disrespectful.
Well, we have some texts you sent Jade's mother, Tanya, over the weekend. Can I see the text? Okay, years you hid your biggest secret, and I guarantee the world will know what type of person you are, you piece of. So you're angry at her because of what has happened here. Were you angry before this?
I've been angry. She knows this. We've had this conversation.
Yeah.
22 years. I'm like, I have to know.
Yeah.
I said, and I told her, I said, regardless, I said, I'm going to love you.
Yeah.
I said, but if you're not mine, I got to think, was that little girl my daughter or somebody else's kid hugging me?
Yeah. I understand now. There's a lot I'm getting.
Okay, I understand both, like, perspectives, like, because I understand he want to know that's her daughter, if that's his daughter or not. But, like, texting, like, what if this is your daughter, right? For example, like, bro, why are you texting your daughter, like, that's just terrible. Like, he talking crazy.
Okay, well, it looks like we have a ping, and my producer told me it's from Jade's grandmother, Elise.
Yeah.
What did she say?
Oh, this needs to be good.
This is Elise, Jade's grandmother on her mother's side. Horus has never been a part of Jade's life. We've all taken care of Jade and loved her without proving she was ours or not.
He catching mad strays from every family
if he's
member,
her father
bro.
or if he isn't. Because he's never paid a nickel or anything for her except make promises he never kept. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news for Horus, but SD doesn't stand for super dad. It only stands for sperm donor.
Damn.
Spoken like a true female narcissist. Spoken like a true one. And I commend her mom for even...
This nigga a narcissist himself.
What? About narcissism? Yeah, because I've read up on it a lot in females. I dated one. That was your mom. Whoops.
Damn. Oh, yeah, he's sassy
So
as
she
shit.
feels that I've never done anything for her.
Sassy as shit.
So
Well, speaking of that, because she said that you got a settlement and that you took her sister out, why didn't you spend any money on Jade?
Because, and she knows why. She can act like she don't know why.
But you told me prior when you were getting the settlement, you were taking all of us shopping.
All of my kids.
And I was included in that. Because you said it was going to be us girls and then you were going to take the boys.
This is also, I did say that. But.
Because you don't believe she's your kid.
It's not, it's the doubt. It's like I said, I don't want to, because like, she knows I don't really give a lot about money. Because if I got it, they got it.
Yeah.
If I can't get it, I will get it. You know? So when it comes to that, I didn't care about spending that money on them. But at the same time, if you're mine, I'm going to give you that world. I'm going to, like, here,
Well,
I don't
listen,
care.
I gotta say this, because I don't believe your language is proper, the way you talk to your daughter. I don't believe your relationship is, or potential daughter, I don't believe that's healthy. But hold on, let me say this. But I do understand your doubt for years. Because from what you're telling me and what it sounds like you told me a little bit is that your mother has said consistently and over again in bouts of controlling you or using you as manipulation, said she's yours, then the next minute you're not. It sounds like you've had that
like,
over and over again throughout your life. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Again, I don't excuse language.
Which
or
is
behavior,
rightfully so,
because
'cause
as the adult, you could have immediately found the answer, so that way
Literally,
you
you
could have
could have
had the
bended.
healthy relationship.
He could have bended He could have bended that shit. The little test to see if that's your daughter or not since birth, nigga. Even if you not on the birth certificate, if you say you there, like if you're the primary, quote unquote dad, nigga, you had a right to go get a little test done to see if that's your daughter, nigga. Cause like you chicken shitting and then like giving her the backside of your ass because you don't know if that's your daughter or not. That ain't fair towards her. Cause at the end of the day, she's just a kid trying to figure out who her daddy is, nigga.
So I get that, but hold on, because I'm a very fair person. I see all sides.
Yeah.
But in the same essence, I do get, if someone is telling me that every single day, I'd have been like, okay, I can't do nothing with this no more. I'm tired of it. And so I think because of that, a lot of the anger and hatred and the way you communicate with her has went out to your daughter or potential daughter. I think a lot of that has went over here, and I think that's where it gets unhealthy for me. Well, before we get to the results, Horus, I want you to take a look at a message that Jade's mother, Tanya, sent you.
Horus, you've never once stepped up for your daughter. You're telling people you've spent over $60,000 on her? I've never seen $1, and you've spent not 1 cent on this child. You used to pay her to give you a hug and then ask for the money back. Horus, you've done more damage than you could ever even realize that you've done to my daughter. You need to stop lying and man up.
I don't know. I'm a little shaky on that.
But let's back up just one small second. Because at the end of the day, what that got to do with her mother sleeping with 2 men?
Well, what I think...
This nigga like, I don't give a damn if I didn't give you 60K, nigga. What does that gotta... This not gonna exclude you cracking another nigga. Like, that's the root of the problem. He like, what that gotta do with your mother sleeping with another nigga, though? So what, I ain't provide for you, nigga, but what that gotta do with, like, nigga, let it go, nigga.
It was based.
Well, what I think... Well, hold on. Well, because what I say this is that what I do think is true in that statement, again, is that as much as I can acknowledge you going back and forth and not having clarity, what she's saying to you is regarding the damage of this young woman is that if you weren't clear, then that's where you should have said, let me find out.
I asked for a paternity test when she was 8 months old. So then, I asked for another one when she was 2.
There's different pieces to all of this. And I'm acknowledging that you should have gotten those answers clear. But also I can acknowledge that if you didn't get them, you could have gotten them yourself. But what I'm happy about is that you've come to my show today and that you'll get that DNA too.
What the verdict is y'all thinking? What y'all thinking, chat?
This is yours.
What y'all thinking, chat? What y'all thinking? I don't think it is, but if it is,
take a minute and say
he cooked.
No matter what's in here, I'll be okay either way.
He like, okay,
I'm not ready to open it, sorry.
Hold on.
Horus is your biological father.
I know he felt like shit. I know he feel like shit.
So you now know the truth. This is your biological daughter.
No, I can...
Yeah, it's setting in now. Because the pain of not knowing the truth have never been projected onto your daughter. And that's what happened.
It was never projected onto her.
I get it.
It
I get
was,
I'm telling you from just
nigga.
an outside perspective.
I understand that, but everybody looks at me like I'm the villain, but no one understands that I was the hero that got turned into the villain.
I want to clear...
Like, who does this nigga think he is, chat? Who this nigga think he is? Like, this nigga think he Dr. Doofenshmirtz, nigga? Nigga, you was never portrayed the villain. Well, you was, cause you ain't shit. But like, nigga, you literally said, nah, bro, I took all my actual kids out shopping. Now this your actual kid. Now you don't know what to say. Now he thinking he's some type of fucking Joker to the Batman and shit.
Something
Like, come on, bro.
I don't think you're a villain.
You're not a villain.
I don't think her mother was a villain.
You're not one of them,
But I do
nigga.
believe there was a child that got caught in between adults that should have made better choices. We spent 22 years it being about y'all two. This moment is for her. Anything you want to say to your daughter?
What you want to do after this?
I'm going home.
Me too. No, it's like, just come here. Stop playing.
Don't mess up my hair, please.
Yeah, she's mine. She just said don't mess up her hair. You know.
I know.
It's not like me and her. It's like
I know.
this whole situation is why she's the way she is.
I get it. I get it.
And I get that. But like I want her to know I love her, and she knows.
But that's not what I said. I was trying to help you to see what it is that 22 years of a relationship that has been confusing has caused her to be hurt. And all I'm asking you to do is apologize to her for that.
I understand that, but
if you understand it,
Nigga,
then
just
give her the apology
apologize,
she
nigga.
deserves.
I can't.
Well then what I do is I'm glad that you have your answers. And I hope that you get to a place where you can do that, because that will be the most important step in the growth of your relationship and the healing.
That nigga said I can't say I'm sorry.
So I wish you the best, but I'm glad you got your answers.
Thank you.
I really am. Good luck, all right? All right.
Yo. Like,
Just give your children what they need so they can heal. Seriously. It's not fair, and I don't...
alright, we done with the vid. We done. Okay, so did y'all not see that same shit I just saw, bruh? This nigga, so he got the results he wanted, right, Chad? He got the results, right? I'm still not saying sorry, gang. I know, you know, I was calling your mom a hoe, skank, you know. But I gratefully so will say I understand why he crashed out. Cause it's like, I'm not finna pay for another nigga kid. I'm sorry. I understand it. I understand it, but it's just like his mannerisms to his actual daughter is crazy. Don't project, my nigga. We don't like projectors. Keep that shit to yourself. That shit's unhealthy, my nigga. But hey, man, let me know if that's what y'all thought was like. Did y'all think he was the father? Cause I don't think they look alike. Personally, I needed to see the other nigga, the other dude that the mama was sleeping up with. The mama was just throwing that nigga strays for real. He gave the kid $60K. I ain't received $1. You need to step up and be a man. Like, granny calling up, giving that nigga strays. Like, nobody in the family fuck with him. I mean, he is a little sassy, like, but you know, if you're new, like, comment, subscribe. If y'all like the video, let me know if y'all really thought that was the father, bro. Let me know. Until then, I love y'all.